How you doing, guys? Good to see you.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Okay. I knew you were there. It's just experience. I know there's a guy down in that corner somewhere. He can be down underneath or where he was. Two for one.
Where are your friends?
Gotta go.
UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. CP, this is Delta 6. Heard an explosion. Location unclear. Over. This is CP. Understood. We are under attack. All units on alert. Out.
I'll take it.
Infiltration successful.
The first batch of staff that I captured on my day one stream just got let out, so you'll see units start to increase every so often. I don't need lethal weapons on, well, generally speaking, I don't need lethal weapons on R&D. Generally speaking. But we'll see. There's usually only one real pinch point that I have for R&D, and that's that UAV at the top of the platform.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss. All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
These guys are facing their left. And that's a break. Sometimes they face to their left instead of their right, and they can see me as I run along that path. So sometimes even, you know, guard placement and the way they're standing can have a big to do with how you get through a mission. It may seem random, but you know, that's part of the business.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
Like I've said before many times, it's just experience. Oh, really?
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out. Unit hostile. CP, this is Zulu 7. Releasing smoke. Could be enemy activity.
Oh, good times.
Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
I mean, there's just something about carrying a shotgun that really works for me. Come on here.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
Who's looking at me? Now the theft of that... Too late, bud.
Infiltration successful.
The theft of that mortar is purely for espionage point purposes. I mean, you could blow it up, you could, you know, shoot it with the serval, whatever. You don't have to steal it. So I'm no master. I just know this game. I do the best I can. I need that serval at the top of the platform. I mean, in the course of changing my playstyle over the years,
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
you know, I figured out different things and
Be careful down there, boss.
what worked for me and what didn't. So it's been a long process. The end result is the end result of which is what you see now. Like I've said many times before, I didn't use the riot pistol for a long time. This wasn't my thing. It was I considered it too expensive. And I tried it one day and I was pretty pleased with the results. So I've stuck with it and now I use it all the time. So okay, that guy's gonna be a problem. See how he's looking down at his left? He can see me. If I were to walk past him, he would see me. So I gotta wait until he moves. Undetected. For whatever reason, you can see through this bulkhead barrier here. I don't know why. It's just a glitch that you can use every once in a while and see who's coming and who's not. So okay. Always gotta know where our UAVs are. Scout out our enemies. Roll right up to the front door. Okay, 8 rounds. Not yet. I wasn't paying attention. Alright. Put me to sleep. Knocking yourself out is silly. But I've done it. Knocked myself out with my own gas. There we go.
CP, this is Lieutenant. Skyrover is going down.
Infiltration successful.
This is CP. Understood.
Extraction arrived.
16161. S plus. In order to prevent burnout or disenchantment, I don't play this game every day like I used to. I'm playing GTA Online and getting involved with that, and there were weeks where all I would play was FOB mode. So want to keep it fresh and. Ah, crap. Never mind. It only takes a few seconds. There's nothing to it. I mean, okay, if you have a USB save, you can plug it into your PlayStation, use the in-game or the PlayStation's options menu to download the data, and then start your game, and all your staff will be restored.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to
I have
meeting the
a
recruits, boss.
USB 3.0 thumb drive that is permanently connected to this
Be careful down there, boss.
PlayStation that I back up every night to. Well, it saves whatever you have for your resource totals. And let's say for example I use all grade 11 equipment and use up all my resources. I can reload my save several times to recover everything that I've lost. I don't have to do endless missions where, say, on medical, I have to replenish what I lose. I can do that using USB saves. At my stage of the game, where everything is almost completely maxed out, I don't need to do that. But if you're starting out, you know, that could be beneficial if you're lucky. You know, if I get attacked and someone, you know, decimates my base, I can reload my save and get everybody back. I don't lose anything. But since I've dismissed all my staff, we got a bunch of low levels on mine, I don't anticipate getting a lot of action, but we'll see. If I get a dedicated killer on my base, you know, and they want to create mischief, then I'll just reload my save because I won't use insurance anymore. Say. So you have options. I do. It's going to run out in a couple days. And once it expires, I'm not going to use it anymore. No. Well, if you have staff like I do that are specifically geared for security, I have all S-rank females. And if someone were to come in and steal them all, I would get them back by USB. If I carried insurance, I wouldn't lose anything. But those cost, you know, mother base coins cost money. Unless you have a PS3 with a with the same PSN. Then you get double. Because I'll load up my on mother base coin days. I will load up the PS3 first and collect the coins, and then load up the PS4 version and collect the coins again. That's what I mean by double. Shotguns. So, like on my alternate account, for example, I have S plus guards and close to 1200 S plus plus on there. And
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival
if I get
PF's
attacked
FOB, you can capture staff from
and they
them.
make it to the core, they steal my staff,
Recruits, boss.
then I can reload my save and get everybody back. And I have S plus rank guards on that account. I don't have S ranks.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
I really messed up that one. I was gonna blow up the firebox.
This is I just witnessed an attack. Hostile presence confirmed. Over. This is CP. Understood. Stay alert and smoke out the enemy. Out.
Well, you have a guy in Security Challenge who's giving away his staff.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
So, insurance fraud, while it's a nice shortcut, and I know people who do it, and I don't have a beef against them if they do. It gets tedious over time when people do that. I've seen it done. I have my supporters do it. I've had to rush to defend, and oh, I'm just stealing staff. You know, I'm working with my supporter to get staff. So I know how it works because I've seen it in action. And like I said, I have no judgment against people who do that. It doesn't bother me.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
All fire teams, this is CP.
UAV picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
No cameras? No cameras. And now it just goes to hell in a handbasket. This is why I hate medical.
Infiltration successful.
I was gonna work with that guy on my alternate, but I didn't want to sit there and wait for the next person to show up. So if they keep doing it, I don't know. And then I can just do that Yes, spam X. Then I can use my alternate as a pure sneaking machine, since I have all S++ stuff, but no combat. Can't do combat.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss. All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out. CP, this is Zulu 7. One of the contact. Appears to be an enemy force. This is CP. Understood. Stay alert and smoke out the enemy. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
Yeah, I mean, so far on my alternate, I have not seen the base owner, or at least on one of the two people that's giving them away.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
I just run through and collect as many as I can. And on a couple, the one guy has a base where he has S++ with grade 1 weapons.
No sign of the enemy. We're calling off the search.
We're engaged with an infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little
I
harder
got
next time.
distracted. I don't do PvP on purpose. I don't like this. Something is not right here. I mean, once upon a time, I used to blow up everything. Power boxes, UAVs, cameras, mines. I used to do that all the time, but
Successfully
it would
sneak
draw
your way into the
defenders
heart
and it was
of
a
the
waste of my
rival
time
PF's
because I would
FOV,
lose.
and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
So again, that's part of my evolution as a sneaker.
Be careful down there, boss.
You know, I went full ghost and then eventually turned into a phantom. So it's been a process, and now I'm using that process to start over. That guy who was here the other day was complaining about my playstyle. You know, he wanted to see high-level bases. I don't care about high-level bases. It's not. I don't do those bases because I don't have any fun with it. I don't have to prove anything to anybody. So, plus he got all bent out of shape and everything else, and just drama, and I don't need that. I come on here to have fun, to enjoy myself. I enjoy sharing the experience with you guys, and like I said, I don't need to prove anything to anyone.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
Like I said, I just do the best I can.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
And of course, there's been streams where I've done, you know, a whole bunch of high-level bases. It's not like I can't. Shit out of luck.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
I know it works for me, and I'm gonna stick with it. I mean, firing on my staff and starting over was part of, you know, the journey was more fun than anything. You know, that's why I kept the insurance for so long, because it took a long time to get to where I was. I didn't want to lose anything, but starting over is just how we roll.
Infiltration successful.
I'll take it.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Okay. I've been on his base once or twice, and he uses bridge blocks that send defender notices. So there's no point in... I don't want to face him in PvP. I have no interest in that. So I'll skip it. Let's get nasty! Let's see what John does. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? Let's do it. Well, we're being silly, people. Let's go. Well, for unprocessed precious metals, your best bet is to use Mission 21 in single player. After a certain point, what you steal from FOBs doesn't get added. I learned that the hard way. Should have used mannequin instead.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Grade 11 versus grade 11.
Be careful down there, boss. All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
Sorry, John. Enjoy those nukes. I should have snuck through, or at least tried to anyways. That's how I usually do my nukes. I mean, it's only a GMP loss. Non-lethal. Let's reassemble our...
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
I didn't do any damage, so no wormhole. See, that guy is facing to his right, not his left. Critical difference. We're going to keep walking. You get noticed, but as long as you keep moving, you don't stop. You don't plug him in the face with a bullet. Or a dart, as the case may be. Just keep walking. Now, if you're just starting out, non-lethal is a waste of time. I wouldn't do non-lethal if I were starting out. It's essentially random. You know, guards face different directions and everything else. There's no way to make them go one way or another. My preference, of course, is to be a phantom. Hi, John. Yeah, I didn't go very far with that. It's not my style. Are you really that dumb? Yes, you are. I don't know very much about security zones. Did you, John, are you on blockade? Or you... I didn't even notice what your mines were. I just tried to rush through and I failed. Okay. Okay, I'll keep an eye out. There's for horses. Perfection.
Infiltration successful.
Complete phantom. 2 lines in the security log. And a volunteer! Haha. That works. That's why I do these bases, for volunteers. So we got noticed. No, well, okay. I got sort of sidetracked. If you're a new player and you're just starting out and you don't have the Wu plus SB, you're wasting your time on non-lethal. Because that one shot, knockout is worth its weight in gold. And you don't get that until after, I believe you don't get that until after you finish the game. So if you're just starting out and you don't have this pistol, then it's a lot more work. It's a waste of time. Love that dark rubber.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Now, if you're doing long-range non-lethal, then you have a chance. Because long range has gaps that you can use to evade all the defenses. Yes, it is. No camera there. That again, that's if you're brand new. If you're an experienced player and you have the plus SB, it's a good safety margin. How you doing, Hardy? Good to see you, man. Walking right at the camera. And then we turn. It's literally that simple. Ducks in a row. I mean, don't. Nice. Yeah, I just I'm getting into Grand Theft Auto Online. Five years after the game has come out. But I enjoy it. I enjoy helping people on their heists and all that. So, just chipping in as a random player. I don't have any ginormous goals. Just want to play the game, have fun. Something completely different. I did have my... Now my main character, of course, is a female with a ponytail. Gotta have a ponytail. I did dress her in all black with a red beret So she looks like an ocelot unit. So that's nice to walk around Los Santos as part of the ocelot unit. 0. Back-to-back
Infiltration
perfectos.
successful.
Use the same loadout no matter what the platform.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
You can imagine.
Be careful down there, boss.
But getting back to container theft. Once you max out, once you hit 1 million in unprocessed, it slows down and eventually stops. Whatever you collect on bases, essentially you're also wasting your time. And because there was one day, a couple months back, all I did was base development for a good 5 or 6 hours, and the only thing I collected was precious metals. I must have had 50,000 units of unprocessed precious metal, and none of them were added to my total. How are you, Leo? So I stopped extracting containers. I don't do it anymore. Now on my alternate, however, whatever I do steal is transferred over. Oh my. feel fine. Yeah, all my staff are gone. Am I here? Am I here? Yeah. I had to do something new, Leo. Having 3,500 S++ staff wasn't doing anything for me. Which is I wanted to get that feeling of building again. I mean, I can buy, with all my PF points that I have saved, I can buy 250 S++ staff. If I wanted to.
Infiltration successful.
But I won't, because I want to earn all of it back. So. I mean, at one point I had 1,300 staff in the brig and none of them were kept. So it was just, I had reached a point where I was sort of stagnant and uncaring about what would happen. So by dismissing everybody, I'm getting that building feeling back. Having fun again, and that's the whole point, is to have fun. Intel. Combat.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
That's what I'm talking about. He noticed. But we can get him back by laying flat. So he saw us where we were, not where we are. That's a key difference. So we can wait here, knowing that guards don't patrol in the middle of the bridge. And onwards we go. Intact. No soft alert. No nothing. Those little nuances sometimes make all the difference. Got a squirrel loose. I mean, I wish you could well, I have 3 USB drives that have my staff saved. If Konami ever decides to put out anything new, I can reload at any time. Roll right up to the front door. But like I said, I mean, having 3500 S++ or whatever, you know, maxing out, it made the game stagnant. I wasn't building anything, and that's something I enjoyed getting to 162 the first time, was building. I'm not doing that now. So by dismissing all my staff, I can build again. There's no way to get by him without him noticing. The UAVs circle around. I could hang off the ledge, but he would see me. And the UAVs would see me hanging. So there's no good options except to wait until he comes back down. I mean, bear in mind that engaging the guards means you earn points. You know, headshots and tactical takedowns and all that jazz. Generally speaking, I try not to interact with them, so I'm at a relative disadvantage in terms of earning points. But I have more experience than most, so that guy right there has some superhuman hearing. Sometimes he notices me when I least expect it. Perfection. Yes.
Infiltration successful.
I'll take that.
Extraction arrived at multibase.
I can do no traces on Intel, but it's hard. It's the hardest one. Medical is also a crapshoot, but it's easier on non-lethal. And of course, command is only possible on non-lethal. The only other game I'm playing right now, Leo, is Grand Theft Auto Online. I'm not playing anything else. Okay, let me come back to that one. To do no traces on command is only possible through non-lethal. None of these excite me. Medical. The reason that is that on the regular loadout for mines, there is a mine that is just below the corridor that cannot be bypassed through any normal means on lethal. On non-lethal, you can crawl over it and it won't activate.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Because according to the no traces doctrine on FOBs, the entire point is to not leave any trace of your existence on the base. Blowing up a mine is exactly that.
All fire teams, this is CP. Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
So, but by crawling over it on non-lethal, we can. He's gonna get nasty in a hurry. I didn't even notice if he has custom mines. We'll see. Luck. Nothing but luck. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting edge technology. I beg to differ, Ocelot, but that's me.
Don't move.
Don't do it.
Out with it. Where are your friends?
All fire teams, this is CP. Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
Mark it, damn it!
This is Delta 2. We'll investigate immediately. Out. CP,
Well, the theory is that S ranks are better than E ranks. In my experience, it doesn't really matter. I say that because I say that because I've worked on bases that have S++ guards, and they're just as dumb as E ranks. So I'm not seeing it myself. But that's my experience.
CP, this is Delta 2. Check it out. Can't see anything unusual. Over. This is CP. Understood. Return to your post. Over. CP, this is Zulu 2. Seeing smoke. There may be enemies in the area. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. We lost the security cam. There's no reason for it to be down. Whoever's closest, go check it out.
I'll take it.
Infiltration successful.
Haha. No. Again, in my experience, like I said, I've gone up against S++ guards, and they're idiots. That's all I can say. I can't vouch for. You know, the only thing I do know for sure is they take more damage. I know that for a fact. But I don't see them as better in terms of what they do. And I've done no traces on an S++ base. So it's not just, you know, they just stand there looking at you like you're an idiot. Ooh. Doing okay? Yeah, my play style is geared differently than most. I readily admit that up front. Doing okay, David. Good to see you. Welcome. And welcome to everybody else. Like I've said many times before, I appreciate all of you very much. Thank you. I try. Try and pass on what I know.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
There's an interesting to me tidbit about the support platform one. I had to cut that one short because I was getting impatient and I was tired. And support has the very problem that I've mentioned before, in that there was only one entryway to the core through that staircase. So you're bottlenecked significantly by what you can do on the core platform. because you have to go to that staircase. It's required. Whereas in Intel, you have different ways. R&D, you have different ways. Combat, medical, base development. You know, there's different ways of attacking the problem. On support, however, you're stuck. And I was getting impatient. I was trying to do multiple layouts in the same way I normally do. But I was getting bored and I was frustrated because the core platform is the same, you know. Just no variety on support. I was talking to some friends this morning about why I use the grade 5 non-lethal sniper rifle. It's because I have a better time on support than I do medical. It's easier for me. Now, these A++ guys are the ones I've had the most problems with. Oh shit, wheels. Oh man. Damn! Should have grabbed him. Are you stuck in there? I wanna. I'm gonna bring my hand at Jehudi this time, so no dice. And I'm not climbing ladders to get him either. You know what? That works. Let's see if we can do this. I guess we can. Well, hopefully. Moment of truth. Yes!
Infiltration successful.
Extraction arrived at multibase.
Undetected. Yeah, the Golden Crescent and Digitalis Purpurea are easier to replenish on support than they are on medical. So I prefer that grade 5, which uses Golden Crescent and Digitalis Purpurea. So if I'm doing combat or R&D or base development, which don't give me the plants I use for the non-lethal sniper or the sleep grenades, I can mix in a support run, finish, and get decent rewards to cover my costs. Instead of doing medical, which can be a pain in the rear sometimes, because medical sometimes can be just so difficult, so disgusting in terms of trying to navigate your way through and everything else. Support, to me, is a lot easier. Especially North Pacific support. So, again, that's my experience. So I've tailored my game to work on my strengths. And besides, when you break it down to its most basic level, the non-lethal sniper, okay, the grade 11 is not that much better. Okay, you notice 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay, so the grade 8 is the one that actually does quite a bit of, well, the 7 does, but the 8 is, at grade 8 it maxes out in terms of grouping. And since you're shooting guards in the face, the damage it does doesn't matter. So I strip it down to its bare minimum. And it works. For me. You know, that's just me. That's how I do it. And I have it dressed up like a Metal Gear Online 1 SVD, which I used to use all the time. Okay, so how are you, Juan? Good to see you. Yeah, it's been a while, but I'm back at it. Now, of course, there aren't very many people who use non-lethal all the time. I've done it once or twice, and I know people who do. Okay, here we go. Shouldn't be that bad, hopefully. It is to me. Like I put in my description, I dismissed all my staff and I'm essentially starting over. I needed to do something different to pick up my interest in this game, so I kicked my staff out and starting over. I have USB backups
Successfully sneak your way into the
in
heart
case
of
we
the
get
rival
new
PF's
stuff, but
FOB. You can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
I'm not holding my breath for that.
Be careful down there, boss.
Now the route that I'm using for command is a little different than what I do on command, which is nuclear weapons. So my usual nuclear weapons business doesn't apply. I don't know if I can make this. Yeah, I guess we can. Okay. It works. Oh.
You there?
Ah, damn. No.
What?
Freaking insanity over here.
Hostile! All fire teams, this is CP. All units to combat position. Repeat, all units to combat position.
Fail.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little
You
harder
failed.
next time.
Sometimes there's something to be said for no traces. I got into a pickle there and I got messed up. It was only for the 30 days. Excuse me. Or rather, if you're okay, if you're scratch that. If your PS Plus subscription ran out, you couldn't use it. I know this because mine ran out, and I was stuck with 68 gigabytes of space that I couldn't use. So keep your PS Plus account active first and foremost. And then you'll be able to play it. But once that 30-day period ends and your Xbox Gold or whatever it is stays active, you can still play it. Like right now, I'm playing it from the hard drive. I'm not playing it from disc. I still have my disc, but I play it from the hard drive.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
But I don't know how
Be careful down there, boss.
Xbox works. I've never played it. I've never been an Xbox guy, so I couldn't tell you how that works. Okay, during the 30-day period, it was available on the PlayStation Store for free. You had to delete your disc data and essentially restart from scratch in terms of your data, not your game save, but all the data that was on there from the disc. All that had to be deleted. Then you could download the game, install the updates, and start it from the hard drive. And then the game runs the same. I haven't seen any difference.
This is CP. Understood. Keep your eyes open. Out.
So now, David, for command, the rewards for command are crap. And you essentially get a randomized group of staff. As you know, you don't know what you're going to get when you hit command. And generally, I only do command when I try and steal nuclear weapons. I was trying to do command on non-lethal for the no traces business, but I got caught and just went to shit, so. Yeah, but when my PSN account when it got it didn't get suspended, it just ran out. I didn't have the money to renew it. I couldn't play from the disc or from the hard drive.
So. Don't let your guard down. They could still be in the area.
So for command, like I said, the rewards you receive are crap, and you don't know what you're going to get once you hit the core. And generally I only do command when I try and steal nuclear weapons, because there's a specialized set of tactics that I use on command that are only applicable for nuclear weapons. And command is actually quite hard to do no traces on. And of course,
Infiltration successful.
no traces is only doable on non-lethal settings.
Extraction arrived at multibase.
So tend to stay away from command and do all the other units. Now if you get lucky, you can steal intel staff from command, but it's randomized. You don't know what you're getting when you step off the platform. This is not going to end well, but I don't care. Shit, I should have used Anakin.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
10 minutes.
Be careful down there, boss.
Infiltration. Are you hurt?
Garbage.
Try a little harder next time.
No. Shotguns and riot pistols and 50 caliber sniper rifles. Same loadout every time out.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff
It's
from
2
them.
failed nuke
I'll be
missions
looking forward
today.
to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss. All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
It's nice. That's some serious horsepower to develop that. Congratulations. Not a lot of people get to that point. I decided against building another FOB on my alternate, so I just have the one base and I'm locked in at 107 maximum. So it was a good experiment. I enjoy it, but knowing that I'm, you know, have a hard limit,
All units.
I can just use it for straight sneaking instead of anything else. You can come get me until you wink out of existence. Still hasn't winked out. Okay! That's cool. Now he's gone.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
Faster than you, Mr. UAV. I don't want to take a chance. No. I mean, okay. I built my alternate to
Infiltration successful.
employ all of the tactics that I had learned to that point
Extraction
on a fresh account. So my, you know, no traces doctrine was employed to full effect on my alternate. And I got it into the top 500 in espionage points. That, you know, it was an interesting exercise to see what it would be like to build one base and nothing else. And it turns out I have a maximum unit level of 107. So there's some projects out there that I can't develop without building another FOB, and I don't want to do that. So besides, if people know you on your main account and you want to just have fun and not play with those expectations or, you know, reputation, You know, you could go on your alternate and just have fun. You know, people look at me as some kind of, you know, some kind of player who knows all there is to know, and I just know how to play. There's one extra camera. I'm gonna bear that in mind. There's an extra camera on the core platform. You know, I can hop on my alternate and just sneak bases without having my rank 30 next to my name. You know, people know the name Anakin Skywalker, at least in the FOB community. They know that name.
Successfully sneak your
My
way into the
alternate,
heart
they
of
don't
the
know that
rival
name.
PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
So I can just relax, and if I fail, I fail. It's no big deal. I don't get hate mail from some top 100 guy saying, "Oh, you're so good and you fail, ha ha ha." I don't need that. There's a guy in the top 10 who claims he wants a piece of me. You know, of this account, anyways. And I've been on his base a couple times. Haven't gotten very far. I didn't have any success. I didn't, you know, ghost his base or be a phantom. But he sent me a message one day saying, "I've been looking for you." I don't know you. I haven't done anything to you. I don't know who you are. And he was all, you know, you could tell he was worked up about it. And it's like, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. You don't need to be sending mail like this. There's no point. Oh, can we make it? Can we make it? Can we make it? Yes, we can. No, not without cost. So, you know, people can do silly things. And, you know, when I carry that honey badger in my icon, my emblem, you know, it means I don't care. Because I don't. Wow. Puts a wrinkle into things. No, once you hit 3 diamonds, you are that tab vanishes. It becomes completely empty. I don't know how we're gonna do this. Roll right up to the front door first. Hopefully. Yeah, once you hit 3 diamonds, that high-ranking FOB tab becomes empty. It's not a showcase tab, although people want it to be. There's a phantom box in my way. Got time. You know what? shit out of luck.
Hands up. Oh.
Oh, that's funny. You fail miserably.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a
Oh,
little harder next time.
I should have turned the power off. That would have been better. Oh well. Shit happens. Good times. In a little while. Not ready yet. This is what happens when you get rid of all your staff. Not too bad. Still make it. Not that I care, but you know, that rail blew me up. It happens. This is not going to end well. Well, I've said many times that I fail. I'm just a player, not a god. I mean, I appreciate Leo calling me a legend and all, but I tend to be a little more low-key about that kind of thing.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
We'll see.
Be careful down there, boss. All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
Now, because the base owner is automatically notified, certain factors are removed from the battlefield. There's no need to be no traces on when it comes to nuclear weapons, because the base owner will be coming no matter what you do.
Understood.
don't care. I don't care.
Infiltration
Oh,
failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
that's funny. I should have dove. Just having fun, that's all. Now, of course, as I've said many times before, my playstyle may not work for everybody. You know, it requires a fair degree of precision and patience and access to certain weapons that not everybody may have. So I have tried with my FOB school series to develop methods for people to take a stab without using the same weapons that I use. I've tried to make it more accessible to everybody. That's crap. I'll do it anyways. And I've told new players, I've given them a path with weapons that are only up to level 50. You know, in my new player editions, you know. So I stripped it down to the absolute minimum that you would need for
Successfully
FOBs.
sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
So, to make it accessible, oh man, I have the wrong freaking pistol.
down there, boss.
Oh, fine. So, with these weapons that are good only up to level 50, I've tried to illustrate it's not about what you have, it's your ability to perform under pressure and to sneak. And this is all busted now. It's a waste of time now. You know, I use low-grade females.
CP, this is Delta 3. Found the guy knocked out here. Over.
You know, most players don't even know there are low-grade females. I had to find them myself.
CP, this is Zulu 7. Taking fire. Can't see where he's shooting from. Over. This is CP. Understood. All units on alert. The enemy's hiding somewhere. Find them. Out.
Maybe this might work. Clowns approaching. Maybe this might work. It does! Ooh, look at that.
CP, this is Silver 1. Seeing smoke. Possible enemy attack. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
The only reason the sleep gas works on non-lethal
We finished our search of the area. Don't find any.
is that the base owner
This is CP.
doesn't have their security high enough.
Don't let them get the drop on you. Out.
So the guards don't have the respirator mask. That would block out sleep gas. Okay, on lethal settings, these mines are impassable. But on non-lethal... No, no, no! I can't believe it.
CP, this is Zulu 7. I just witnessed an attack. Hostile presence confirmed. Over. This is CP. Understood. Stay alert and smoke out the enemy. Out.
There's a camera there, usually. Okay. That mine right there, I can crawl over it. But on lethal bases, there's no way to detonate it. That's what makes the difference for non-lethal no traces.
Infiltration successful.
Now I've seen people glitch their way past those mines, but I'm not a big believer in glitches, so it's not my thing. Not too bad. It just takes forever to get through command. It was nice when I was doing command. Okay, this... Ooh, non-lethal. Or, mid-range. This should hopefully be better for our prospects of no traces. It was nice to do the command platform on FOB school and actually get no traces while teaching. I did that on Intel. I did that a lot on base development, but to do it on command was nice while people were watching. So
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
Normally, I would agree with you, but in my experience, it does not matter what you do. Doesn't matter. You get volunteers for everything. For killing, for being a phantom, for alerts, for no traces. It doesn't matter what you do. That's what I was looking for. Just doesn't matter. You're in volunteers one way or another. I mean, I've gotten combat alerts and killed people and everything else and gotten volunteers. Ooh, look at that. Okay, UAVs are important. See, if this were a nuke base on mid-range, I would have shot the power box already. Because the base, like I said, the base owner is automatically notified that an intruder is present. Alright. Here comes the fun part, so to speak. Right where I need to be too. I got time. Not helpful. Plan B. And this is mid-range, no less. Now you're wondering, why doesn't he use Nocto? It's because no traces, in its most purest form, means you're not using your equipment on purpose. Would it be easier? Yes. And in its most purest form, you don't do marking either. But I've made allowances for that. I'm not as strict a purist on that. These guys are not helping me.
What?
Shit. Let's see if it works. It does.
Let's go.
Yes.
Got it.
Oh man, damn. bitch. Messed it all up. Messed it all up. So now that we've left traces.
Hey.
Well, we'll see.
Infiltration successful.
I'll take it. So we got pretty far without attacking the guards. I mean, there was a time where I didn't mark anybody, I didn't use Nocto, didn't use my weapons. You know, but there's a guy on YouTube who did both Nocto and marking for his single player walkthroughs. So I went with that. I'm going to do one more after this, and then I'm going to hang it up for tonight. So, as always, I appreciate you guys very much, and I appreciate you stopping in and joining me today.
Successfully
Yes, it
sneak
does.
your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be
It
looking
makes a
forward to meeting the new
significant
recruits,
difference.
boss.
Now, the character I'm using has A++. S++ is faster.
Be careful down there, boss.
Creeping Buzzard, the S++ female with a low combat stat. She has like a C, B, or C. And S++ in support and S+ in intel. When I mark a guard, it's faster than that. And that comes in handy. So, the higher the intel, the better their marking speed is. And I do notice a difference. The difference, of course, if you use Creeping Buzzard in your infiltrations, her Fulton extractions are S++, so she's significantly faster than Snake in terms of extracting some, either a mortar or a container or a person. She's faster than Snake. She's also you know, low combat stat, so she can't take a lot of damage. what we do. It's magic, man. It's magic. There's no miracles or the supernatural, only cutting edge technology. I prefer the trim experience. I used to wait for them to bolt to turn around, but I figured out how to get around the bolt. Of course, this route that I use, I've done 98 times out of 100 it'll work. I don't use other routes to get to the core on R&D. Of course, you get jokers who put mines here or there, but those are rare. And that's what you use Blue Kangaroo for. Ah, crap. I'm too impatient.
Infiltration successful.
Undetected. I left lines in the security log, but I don't care.
Extraction arrived at multibase.
Volunteer. That's the name of the game there, folks. Okay. Now my last one for today will be with Creeping Buzzard. Her marking speed, like I said, is faster than Venom's, or than my main character here, and we'll see the difference shortly. Just a player, Leo. Come on. E ranks. Okay. Now, of course, Creeping Buzzard with her staff bonus rating. She has a 1.90 staff bonus rating. So good for points, but not as good as a 2.0, which I prefer. But that's more than made up by her marking speed and her full extraction speed. I did. On the PS3. I didn't do it on the PS4. The only thing I didn't get on Ground Zeroes was the pacifist trophy. I couldn't not kill anybody on the helicopter rescue mission. I tried it and I was bored to tears and I just gave up on it.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them.
I should have done
I'll
the
be looking
same
forward to meeting the new
platform.
recruits, boss.
See how we did that.
Be careful down there, boss.
No.
All fire teams, this is CP. Someone turned the sensor. Possibly an intruder. Whoever's closest,
See?
go and investigate ASAP.
So it's a lot faster. And she's got a ponytail, which I love. Because I use female staff.
All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. All fire teams, this is CP. Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
Yeah, it is. I had to hit a top 10 player to get another creeping buzzard.
CP, this is Delta 9. Search complete. No sign of hostiles. This is CP. Understood.
Sniper!
Out.
You have no idea what a sniper is.
CP, this is Zulu 2. Under fire by an enemy sniper. Over. This is CP. Understood. Take defensive position and locate the sniper. Out.
Shut the hell up, all of you. Wow, this sucks.
All fire teams, this is CP. We may have a situation. Whoever's closest, go check it out.
Lucky.
All fire teams, this is CP. We lost the security cam. There's no reason for it to be down.
Wake up.
Whoever's closest, go check it out.
Infiltration successful.
Yeah. I've seen those. I've stolen a couple of them, but they didn't last. And a volunteer. So, empty base, no containers, grade 7 staff. So, we get the volunteer. That's why I do these. So, that was instructive. 1.90 stat bonus rating. Almost 30,000 points. So that will be it for today. I will be on this week. I don't know when exactly. I have some GTA Online stuff to take care of. But as always, I appreciate you guys very much, and I will see you when I see you. Have a good evening.